Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jasodanandana Vrajajanarandana. Jasodanandana Vrajajanarandana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Gopijana Vallabha Girivaradhari. Jasodanandana Vrajajanarandana. Jasodanandana Vrajajanarandana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Jaya Om Vishubha Paramamsa Bhagavān Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimad Tisvankes Esi Bhakti Vedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Jaya Om Vishubha Paramamsa Bhagavān Ashtotara Sata Sri Srimad Tisvankes Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaishnavrinda Ki Jai. Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Prem se kho Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Krishna Gop Gopinath Shyama Kunda Radha Kundgiri Govardhan Ki Jai. Vrindavan Dham Ki Jai. Mayapur Navadvip Dham Ki Jai. Jagannath Puri Dham Ki Jai. Ganga Mai Ki Jai. Jamuna Mai Ki Jai. Srimati Tulasi Devi Ki Jai. Bhakti Devi Ki Jai. Sri Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Sri Sri Gaunitai Ki Jai. Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev Ki Jai. Gaura Premanandi. All glories to the Sambhavatis. All glories to the Sambhavatis. All glories to the Sambhavatis. All glories to Sri Guru, Sri Gauranga. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnupada Krishna Vasavutare Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Devi Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschataridatarine Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashaprayeshu Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttamasloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistiki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. So we are reading today Srimad Bhagavatam, first skanda, first chapter, sloka number 23. Gotraṁ tvadīyam bhagavān vṛṣadhvajaḥ Dākṣāyaṇī iti aham yadā sudurmanāḥ vyapeta-narma-smitam asu tadā aham vyutsrakṣye etat kuṇapaṁ tvad-aṅgajam gotraṁ tvadīyam bhagavān vṛṣadhvajo yadā sudurmanāḥ vyapeta-narma-smitam tadā vyutsrakṣya etat kuṇapaṁ tvad-aṅgajam gotraṁ tvadīyam bhagavān vṛṣadhvajo Dākṣāyaṇīty yadā sudurmanāḥ vyapeta-narma-smitam tadā vyutsrakṣya etat kuṇapaṁ tvad-aṅgajam gotraṁ tvadīyam bhagavān vṛṣadhvajo Dākṣāyaṇīty yadā sudurmanāḥ vyapeta-narma-smitam tadā vyutsrakṣya etat kuṇapaṁ tvad-aṅgajam Vaishnavis. Sri Sri Gaurnitai ki jai, Sri Sri Radha Madan Mohan ki jai, Sri Sri Jagannath Subhadra Baladev ki jai. Gotram, family relationship, tvadīyam, your bhagavān, the possessor of all opulences, vṛṣadhvajaḥ, Lord Śiva, Dākṣāyaṇī I, the daughter of Dakṣa, iti, thus, aham, calls, yadā, when, sudurmanāḥ, very morose, vyapeta, disappear, narma-smitam, my jolliness and smile, asu, immediately, tadā, then, aham, I, vyutsrakṣye, I shall give up, etat, this body, kuṇapaṁ, dead body, tvad-aṅgajam, produced from your body. Translation. Because of our family relationship, when Lord Śiva addresses me as Dākṣāyaṇī, I at once become morose, and my jolliness and my smile at once disappear. I feel very much sorry that my body, which is just like a bag, has been produced by you. I shall therefore give it up. Please repeat. Because of our family relationship, when Lord Śiva addresses me as Dākṣāyaṇī, I at once become morose, and my jolliness and my smile at once disappear. I feel very much sorry that my body, which is just like a bag, has been produced by you. I shall therefore give it up. Purport by His Divine Grace, Sri Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. The word Dākṣāyaṇī means the daughter of King Dakṣa. Sometimes, when there was relaxed conversation between husband and wife, Lord Śiva used to call Sati the daughter of King Dakṣa. And because this very word reminded her about her family relationship with King Dakṣa, she at once became ashamed because Dakṣa was an incarnation of all offenses. Dakṣa was the embodiment of envy, for he unnecessarily blasphemed the great personality, Lord Śiva. Simply upon hearing the word Dākṣāyaṇī, she felt afflicted because of reference to the context, because her body was a symbol of all the offensiveness with which Dakṣa was endowed. Since her body was constantly a source of unhappiness, she decided to give it up. Om Ajnana-timidandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chakshur-anmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namah Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yutapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunatham Vitantam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Visakam Vitansya He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari vṛṣabhano sute devi pranamami haripriye. Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhubhya cha patitānaṁ pāvanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Sivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Mukham karoti vachalam pangun langhayate girim yat kripatamaham vande Sri Gurun Vinatarinam. Here Sati is addressing her father Dakṣa, telling that because her father is such a great offender against the greatest Vaishnava, Lord Śiva, and her body is produced from Dakṣa's body. Therefore, her body has become so impure that has become completely useless and is meant to be discarded. So this is what she is telling her father. You have given me this body, and it is a very bad connection that makes me very unhappy. So therefore, I'm going to give up this body. So that is her commitment now. She has expressed her feelings very clearly to Dakṣa, and she has also glorified her husband, Lord Śiva. So now her life has come to an end, and the next step is simply to give up the body. And eventually, she will get a new body, and the next incarnation of Sati will be as Parvati, the daughter of Himalaya. And in that next incarnation, she will be serving Lord Śiva as before, without any impediment. So here we see something extraordinary, that a person gives up the body to take the same assignment as a service to Vaishnava. Otherwise, there is generally no guarantee that when the body is given up, the same seva, Guru seva, Krishna seva, will be again continued. Therefore, Srila Prabhupada always reminding us that you try to become Krishna conscious in this lifetime, so that at the end of life, you achieve perfection and go back to Krishna, to the spiritual world. Don't try to, extend your life, another life and another life. Where is the guarantee that ultimately you will have the chance, the opportunity to render service to the Lord and to Guru? There is no such guarantee. So life is very precious. This human life is very precious, all the more that we have the opportunity, extraordinary opportunity in this life, to contact a pure devotee and to have the chance to render service. So that should not be minimized at any time, and we should try to achieve the perfection in this very lifetime. Don't postpone unnecessarily. Make it slow moving. No, make it this lifetime only. But Sati is a different. She is not equal. She is certainly of a superior being, and she can foresee that the service to Lord Śiva will continue in the next life with a better combination. So that we cannot do. What Sati is doing, that cannot be imitated. She is going now to give up her body. That cannot be imitated. So in this connection, we can remember some of the episodes in Chaitanya Lila where the occasion of one follower who wanted to give up the body. Sometimes that was approved by Lord Chaitanya, sometimes not approved. So in the first case, there is the case of Chota Haridas in Jagannath Puri. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu had requested Chota Haridas to go around several houses and to beg for some rice to be cooked. And Chota Haridas, as a faithful servant, he had gone to a few places, but when he brought back the rice to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Lord Chaitanya could understand something is wrong. So he asked from Chota Haridas, "Where did you get this rice?" And Chota Haridas said that, "My dear Lord, I went to the house of one of your devotees. She is a great devotee, and she gave me this rice." So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considered that this Chota Haridas, supposed to be a sannyasi, how can he have contact with a woman? That is not correct. That is not the proper behavior for a sannyasi. So even though Chota Haridas was going to that house with the purpose of serving Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, begging not for himself but for Lord Chaitanya, and that lady was not a young lady, she was elderly, she was a devotee of Lord Chaitanya. All these considerations are there. But Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to set up a very strict example about the behavior of a sannyasi who should not have any intimate connection with a woman. And in this way, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu considered that now this Chota Haridas should not be my associate or servant anymore. So Chota Haridas understood the situation and he went to Triveni Sangam, Prayag, and there gave up his body. And just like in the case of Sati, he came back as a Gandharva and be part of the Sankirtan of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in Puri. But the example here is is a reminder for all the sannyasis that they should follow strictly the achar of not having any connection with women. And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to understand, his other associates were wondering, where is Chota Haridas? We don't see him anymore. So somebody said, oh, he went to give up his body in Triveni Sangam, and the news was given to Lord Chaitanya. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, oh, very good, very good. He did not regret it, and he was satisfied with the way Chota Haridas did this type of prayaschita as amendment, as a punishment or as a purification for the mistake that he had committed earlier. So that was approved by Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in this manner. So in this way, it is very strict warning to all those who have taken sannyasashram. Of course, everybody knows also that similarly, Srila Prabhupada, in a morning walk, talking, conversation with Vishnu-Jan Swami, Vishnu-Jan Swami confided to Srila Prabhupada what should be the consequence or what to do in case a sannyasi is developing some intimacy with a woman. And Srila Prabhupada, again, referring to this, Chota Haridas said that it would be good to give up the body in Triveni Sangam. So, in this case, Vishnu-Jan Swami did this. So everybody also was wondering, where has he gone? We don't see him anymore. So that was a similar example. But in other cases, Srila Prabhupada was more lenient or more liberal in the sense that he accepted again sannyasis among his disciples who had fallen down from the sannyas ashram, and some of them become grihastha. So it is considered to be like the Sanskrit word for that is vantasi. Vanta means vomit. So vomit means something that we reject, something unpalatable, something disgusting that we have swallowed, and we reject it. That is to vomit. So asi means again swallowing. So a person or sannyasi who is again contacting women in this manner, it is vantasi. He is swallowing again what he has vomited. So that is the description of sexual behavior. Even though it is not at all palatable and certainly against the rules of varnashram dharma, but Srila Prabhupada mostly was very accommodating and telling that if you again resume your seva in the Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's mission, maybe you have given up your sannyas ashram, now you have become grihastha. Never mind, but you continue your seva, and that will be the best opportunity. Never mind what you have done earlier, let it be. But by doing seva and by resuming your spiritual life, that will be the best opportunity, the best type of praschitta or amendment. Again, you will have a chance to achieve perfection, even though you are fallen down in this manner. So Srila Prabhupada was very liberal with a true understanding of dharma, that understanding that these Western disciples, they have no such role in their society. They have never understood, or they have never met at any time such a strict rule. So therefore Prabhupada was little lenient in this respect, even though he gave sannyas ashram, and certainly in his teachings everything is given what a sannyasi should do. He should simply travel and preach, and not having any association with women. So that was understood very properly, very perfectly. But due to earlier prarabdha karma is very strong, and many of these sannyasi could not follow that for a long period of time. But as in case could resume their service to Srila Prabhupada, again they were accepted by Srila Prabhupada. So in this way, the step taken by Sati Devi is certainly very much in order in her case, but in order to, in such a cases, we cannot just imitate, but we have to refer to the spiritual master what should be the best to be done in this respect. So whatever the spiritual master says, we have to follow. So in this way, we can understand. Other episode in the life of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also, this giving up the body was not accepted. In the case of Sanatana Goswami, he had gone to Puri, and while crossing the forest on the way to Puri, he had developed some disease. skin disease, and pus was oozing from his skin, and the worms were coming out. He was disgusted with that disease. Sometimes the worms were falling from his body, touching the ground, falling down on the ground. And Sanatana Goswami used to pick up these worms again from the floor and putting them on the sore of his body. He was so compassionate, even to the worms that was giving him so much trouble, disease. So he was fed up with this type of disease, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu didn't see this. He didn't see that my Sanatan is in a disease condition. When he saw Sanatana Goswami, immediately he embraced him. And by embracing Sanatan's disease, skin disease, completely was cured. But Sanatana Goswami at that time, he was thinking that my body has become a source of offense. My Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, my Lord, he has touched my body, he has embraced my body, and this is a great offense I've committed. So what to do? I want to give up this body which has been a source of offense. Just like here, Dākṣāyaṇī, she is considering her body to be a source of offense. It has been contaminated with a connection with Dakṣa. So in the same manner, Sanatana Goswami also wanted to give up his body. He was thinking, let me throw my body under the wheel of Jagannath Ratham at the time of Rath Yatra. So everybody came to know about it, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu also came to know, and he told Lord Sanatana Goswami, what are you going to do is not correct. I heard you want to give up your body under the wheel of the Ratham, and you are thinking that's very good. No. You are not the owner of your body. You think this is your body. No, this is not your body. This body belongs to Jagannath. It is not your body. Your body is meant to serve Lord Jagannath, Lord Krishna. Lord Krishna is the possessor, is the proprietor of your body. You have no claim over this body. No claim at all. Your only claim is a claim for seva. This is the only thing you could claim from Lord Krishna. I want to serve you. So whatever may be the condition of your body, whatever it may have happened, but this, your body, so-called body, is not yours. It is Krishna's. So in this way, this was the teaching of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to Sanatana Goswami in this way. And the same teaching at the time of, after Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's disappearance, Raghunath Das Goswami went to Vrindavan, and he was considering, what is the use of this life? My Lord has already disappeared, and what is this Vrindavan? It is like a haunted town. Nobody is here, and my Lord has disappeared, so there is no point in maintaining this body anymore. I will go on the top of Govardhan, I will jump, and I will give up this body. So at that time, Rupa, Sanatan, they told Raghunath Das that same teachings, this body does not belong to you, it is meant for Krishna seva. And a lot of seva is there for you in Vrindavan. So in this way, Raghunath Das Goswami started his Vrindavan seva, Krishna seva, Rupa engaging 24 hours a day in the service of the Lord and his devotees. So that is the most important teaching that we should learn from the Shastra, especially Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and the Vaishnava Acharyas, that this body does not belong to us. We have no claim whatsoever. Of course, it doesn't mean that we can do anything and think that Krishna is doing. I'm not doing anything. If we commit any mistake or any sinful activity, I'm not doing, Krishna is doing. No, that is not the teaching. The teaching is that this body belongs to Krishna, therefore it should be engaged in Krishna's service. Not that the body can do anything, and I will not be responsible for that. So that should be properly understood. In this way, we can maintain our life exclusively in the service of Lord Krishna, Guru and Vaishnavas. That is a proper understanding. But in the case of Sati, she thought that now Dakṣa, he has produced this body, and therefore, because Dakṣa is an offender, so the body, which is the outcome of Dakṣa's body, has also become contaminated and is not fit anymore to maintain life. So she's referring to this connection with Dakṣa in this manner. Kuṇapaṁ. She considers her body to be a bag, dead body. A kuṇapa has no value. When the person dies, this kuṇapa, which is earlier highly, sometimes maybe highly respected, people will pay respect to our body, considering all the great personality. So every respect, honor is given to the body as long as it is maintained. When the body is alive, as soon as the body dies, then immediately we make all preparations for getting rid of the body. The same thing which was object of reverence, respect, honor, the next moment when it is dead, apparently it is the same body, but then it has to be put into fire. Should be, we don't want any connection, cannot touch it at any time. So that is the difference. So Sati considers in this way that this body, which appeared to be very valuable, now it has become a source of great trouble. It is meant to be given up, just like that. Kuṇapa also in the Srimad Bhagavatam, that in the teachings of vṛṣadhvajo, kuṇapa tridhātuke, a person who identifies himself, what is that shloka? Yattirtha buddhi kuṇape tridhātuke swadhikaratra dishu bhauma ityadhihi. Then Yattirtha buddhi kuṇape, yes. Swadhikaratra, and then? Yes. So very often Srila Prabhupada quoted this sloka. In Hyderabad also we heard this sloka many times from Srila Prabhupada, that this is the material condition, identification with the body, kuṇapa. In this sloka, Vṛṣadhvajo Maharaj, same word is used. Kuṇapa, bag of three kapha, pitta, vayu, three dhatu. And what is this? The dead elements which are not worth practically nothing at all. I remember Achyutananda Swami used to, in his lectures, mention that what is this material body? A bag of chemicals. If you analyze all the chemicals available in this body, they are available on the marketplace. Just with 500 rupees, you can collect all chemicals we compose a dead body, a body. 500 rupees. And we pay so much attention, so much respect to maintain and spend so much money to maintain this body, considering this is my body, oh, such a beautiful body, and so on. Just 500 rupees. So that is the understanding that what is this body. But when the body is engaged in the service of the Lord, then it gains value. It's like 0, 0, 0, 0. That may be a dead body is 0. But when such body is engaged, then it is like putting 1. So you may have hundreds of 0. You put 1 or 2 at the beginning on the left side, then that becomes valuable. So this is the value of the body. As long as the body is engaged in the service of the Lord, it is valuable. Otherwise, it is fit to enter into fire. Doesn't make any difference. So in this way, we can understand the episode here of Sati giving up her body in connection with the Acharya's teachings. Any other comments or questions? Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.